What happens when a place that once felt ordinary starts to feel unsafe to those who use it? For years, Lloyd Center has existed in an unstable middle ground. It isn't a great mall anymore. It isn't yet a housing-centered neighborhood either. That limbo is now cracking open, and the reactions to it, fear, resistance, frustration, reveal how hard it is for Portland to let go of land uses that no longer work. Much of the mall is currently filled by small businesses on low-cost, short-term leases. These tenants are often cited as proof that the mall still has life. These businesses operate inside a structure with declining foot traffic, outdated systems, and no long-term certainty. They aren't being set up to succeed. Many nearby residents don't avoid the mall out of indifference. They avoid it because they don't feel safe there anymore. The underground parking is a big part of that shift. Long sightlines, poor visibility, and almost no everyday activity make the space feel isolating, even during the day. At night, many people simply won't enter at all. When people who once used a place begin to avoid it, that's a design and land use failure. Spaces without daily, predictable use lose the quiet safety it had. If neighbors don't feel safe, current tenants have no future, and the mall no longer functions as public space. What exactly are we protecting by keeping it? That question gets harder as redevelopment plans continue to evolve. Early visions leaned heavily on office space and commercial uses. Newer plans shift decisively toward housing as the dominant use, with retail pushed to ground-floor storefronts along new streets and office space treated as flexible rather than foundational. Residential now makes up the majority of the vision, potentially thousands of units, while retail and entertainment are framed as things that serve residents, not destinations that must survive on their own. Those changes reflect economic reality. Office demand is uncertain. Retail alone already failed here. Housing is the only use that guarantees daily activity and long-term relevance. But shifting plans also feed anxiety that the project will drag on, producing years of demolition, empty parcels, and half-finished blocks. That concern is rational. Portland has lived through stalled megaprojects before. But delay does not preserve value. It erodes it. Indefinite limbo isn't caution. It's decay with the lights still on. Some critics describe the redevelopment as a corporate takeover or something fundamentally anti-Portland. That framing ignores the fact that Lloyd Center itself has always been corporate. The choice isn't between local character and outside influence. It's between a sealed-off superblock and a real neighborhood. Land doesn't become more Portland by sitting empty. Housing resolves the conflict in a way nothing else can. Homes create consistent presence instead of sporadic events. Streets replace enclosed corridors. Residents provide natural safety through visibility, not security patrols. Retail works when it serves people who live nearby. Parks work when windows face them. Transit works when riders use it every day. Retail failed here because retail cannot carry this land anymore. Office space may return in pieces, but it can't anchor the site. Housing can. And it works. The impact won't stop at the property line. Right now, Lloyd Center acts as a physical and psychological gap in the city. Filling that gap with housing, streets, and daily life reconnects nearby neighborhoods and strengthens places like Irvington neighborhood. Walkability improves. Amenities return. Avoidance turns into routine. Lloyd Center cannot be everything at once. It cannot be a memory, a stopgap, and a future simultaneously. Housing-first redevelopment isn't a rejection of Portland's values. It's an acceptance of physical reality. The question now isn't whether Lloyd Center will change. It's whether Portland chooses to linger in fear of change, or finally allows a failing mall to become a place where people actually live.